on the ball, just kind of let your shoulders and arms just kind of loosen up. Oh, I forgot something very important. Very, very important. You are going to look stupid.
Yay!
That's the secret sauce here. You have to understand that when you are making choices as an actor, not all of them are going to land. But you have to commit to that choice. I was doing a show a few years back where performance, I was handed a sweater during a scene while we were talking about something else. And I'd never worked with this before. This sweater was not sized to me, but I decided to be a gray and actually put it on mid-scene. I got myself so tangled in that thing, but I knew that if I just stopped, that would let the audience know that I made a mistake. I call that making the same mistake twice. You make the mistake in your choreography, in your intent. Don't let the audience know I made a mistake.
They don't know.
They don't know. They don't have a script. They don't know your choreography. Play through it. Obviously, in a fight, make sure your partner's safe, but play through it. Okay, so loosened up our arms. Now we're going to loosen up our jaws. Okay? I'm going to grab your jaw here and relax your jaw muscles and just move it up and down. All right? Helps if you have a beard, you can grab that.
Can't relax the mouth apparently. It's difficult.
And now, give your jaw muscles right here a nice little massage. You kind of twist, you know, get that tension out of there. All right? Okay, now, here's where the really silly part comes in.
Yeah.
We're going to do an exercise I like to call raisin face, pumpkin face. Oh, do you know that one, Nikki? Yeah, it's a good one. Okay.
Also known as lime lemon, lion lemon.
Yes. So, all together, we're going to say raisin face. But when we do it, we're going to make our face and our bodies as tiny as we can make them. And say raisin face. Really like squint your eyes shut. And then we're going to say pumpkin face! And we're going to belt it out. We're going to throw our arms and our fingers as wide as we can. We're going to make our faces as open as we can do it. And we're going to do that a few times. Okay? Everyone with me? Here. 1, 2, 3. Pumpkin face! Raisin face! Pumpkin face! Raisin face! Pumpkin face! Good. Thank you. How does everyone feel? Good.
A little lightheaded.
A little lightheaded. Yeah. That's going to happen. Okay, so now that we're feeling a little loose, let's get into fight stances and how a fight stance shows you who you are. Okay? So, when we get into our fight stance, I want you to think, I want to run away. Yeah. You're leaning away from your target. You're very closed in. Okay? Now, let's think of a fight stance. I want to catch that ball. You're leaning forward. You're eager. Your eyes are open. You're grinning. Yeah. This is one time it's actually appropriate to grin during a fight. All right? Now let's think. I want to crush that. You're higher up. You're giving that Kubrick stare where your forehead is forward and you're looking up through your eyes. All right? That's good. That's good. Now, let me think. That's about all I had. It's difficult to kind of like, without a script, without a scene prepared, it's difficult to actually put these things into motion, to give solid examples. One book that if you really want to understand and see like an actual play that conveys rhythm and intention really, really well, David Ives, All in the Timing. It's a series of very short one-act plays, and the dialogue is very 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And it's all very silly stuff. They're hilarious, I highly recommend them. But it's a very easy way to get into these characters. He tells you exactly what these characters want, what they're doing to get it. All right? Especially to play Sure Thing. Sure Thing is excellent.
Jeremy.
Question.
Reminder.
What? Yes, yes I will.
Yes, I was going to be like, please post all names of things because my
Yes.
brain won't remember that.
Same thing goes for this chat. Any resources you have, that are out there in the wide world, load them up on that on-guard page.
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah.
Yep.
Jeremy, can you talk about how maybe a character story determines the verb?
Yes, okay. So, there was a fellow, towards the middle of the last century, named Sanford Meisner, who came out of a school of thought that really formed the basis of modern American acting. I don't like talking about it much because dude was a sexual predator, and he was because he wrote about it in his book.
Yep.
But he did give us something very important that are called given circumstances. I talked about whenever you walk to a scene, you want something. Well, how do you know what you want? You give the character a backstory. What were you doing the moment before you walked in the scene? Now, some plays will give you a bunch of backstory on your character. Like, if you're cast out here as a historical character, you have a Wikipedia page and a bunch of resources that tell you who you are, what you wanted. The problem is, those are real people. Real people are messy, complicated. They often want contradicting things. And even when we say, well, I want to do this, that's usually kind of a post-facto rationalization. Like your brain made that up on the spot. It's our job to create characters, which are very simple things. So you need to key in, when you have this biography, you need to key in and focus on what, out of all this mass of, their entire lives, we know the historical reasons why, Henry V went to France, all right? We know why the Battle of Agincourt was fought. But specifically to him, what very primal need was being fulfilled by that? You've played Henry V. Think of something very primal that Henry would want out of Agincourt.
Success.
Success is a bit intellectual.
Fair.
All right. Success is, a hard concept. Success means something different to everybody.
Okay.
So go for something a bit more meaty.
The land.
The land. Okay, that's a good start. He wants land. What does land give you?
Prosperity. Resources.
All right.
Value.
Yeah, that's one of the basic human needs, are resources. You need food. You need a roof over your head. And the more of that you have, the more powerful you are. So when we say things, I want power, well, what you want is a glut of resources. That connects you with something that is very universal to everybody. We all need stuff to live. All right?
Could you say you're thinking of it terms more concrete versus abstract?
Yes, but not just concrete. Something physical, yeah.
Measurable.
Yeah.
They may think
Yeah.
but they're still, their main goal is something right here, right now.
Yes. Something immediate. All right? But also, I would say that love also falls into this category, even though love is a bit
It is an abstract, yeah.
The fact of the matter is love is something that really controls us.
What about on the opposite side of that coin, revenge?
Yeah.
Because revenge is often a
Yeah.
big thing. That was my
Revenge.
first year. I was a blacksmith who wanted to get back at all the rich nobles.
Yep.
So that was my whole purpose, was just revenge. I hated them. I didn't want to care what they did.
Revenge gives you like a very clear avenue into, well, how are you going to get your revenge? What do you want to see happen to them? And envision what that revenge looks like.
Are you a Batman or are you an Etsy?
Yeah, or like, do you want to
Hate
torture
you.
this person? Things like that. Okay.
Time?
It is 11:25.
11:20.